Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Garden State Growing. Once again, my name is Eric, and here today we are about to plant some corn. I know, right? So, mid-Jersey, I've been driving by the cornfields on the way to work every day, and they've got plants already about 10 inches tall, which means I am weeks behind. But I am not in fear because I don't have a deadline to deliver my corn to the market. So if I have to let it grow for an extra 4 weeks, if the weather holds out, it will not be a problem. So now I put a lot of thought into what corn I was going to plant in here, how long it took to harvest, how long it took to grow, how long it took to sprout, a lot of different factors, full sun, partial sun, this and that. And that is what I went with, and that's not what you're going to see. Okay, what we're going to plant today, and I'm going to tell you a reason why, is Jackpot Hybrid, Peaches and Cream Hybrid Bicolored, and Early Sun Grow Hybrid. And this is the reason why. Okay, I usually soak my corn before I plant it for 12 to 24 hours. And the ones that I had really done all the research on and picked out and that I thought was going to be great, I put them in water to soak, and then I didn't have an opportunity to plant them for about 4 days. And I'll show you what happened. Can you see this? Yeah, they just completely fermented. I don't even know if should I plant these anyway? Should I make like a special little plot and plant these and see what happens? Experiment. Let's do it. All right. So, but let's get back to what I am going to do. So here are a mixture, and I didn't even really care. I kind of threw them all in here. I don't know how many are in here. I'm going to assume a couple hundred. I'm not going to go through all of these. But behind me, what you can see right here is I separated the straw that I had laid down. Now, this isn't just regular straw. This is easy straw with tack. So it beds down really well. It mats down because of the tack, and because it's been cleaned, it's 95% weed free, and it really helps to seal in that moisture and thermoregulate the soil and stop weeds from growing. It's not perfect at stopping weeds, but it's better than nothing. So what I did was I just took a row, cleared the straw, and then I put down my soil mix, same soil mix I always use. It's just gardening soil, some cow manure, vermiculite, perlite, peat moss, and I laid it down in a nice good 2 or 3 inch strip. And I'm going to go and I'm going to just plant these nice soft kernels now, about 1 every 6 inches in that row, about an inch down, maybe half an inch, and be done with it. So let me do that, and then we'll get back to it. So that is it. So I just did one whole row, and I just measured them out. I used the stick method. I picked up a stick that looked about 6 inches, and I placed it on the ground. Then I popped the kernel in every 6 inches, about half an inch deep. I didn't go too deep because what I'm going to do now is the secret to growing good corn. Watch this. I'm going to come back. I'm not going to full on step, but I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to pack it down. And I'm going to do this entire row like this. Like I said, not full weight necessarily. So what a lot of, and I'm very surprised, what a lot of farmers and a lot of gardeners don't mention is that when you're planting seeds directly into the ground, whether it be beans or corn or anything else, you should definitely pack it down a decent amount. The more that seed is engulfed or encapsulated in moist soil, the better chance for that seed to germinate. If you just leave it in loose soil thinking that, oh, the looseness is gonna, allow it to grow better, no, that's not how it works. So whenever I plant my beans or my corn or anything else that's a seed, I will always pack it down. Like I said, what farmers don't tell you is a lot of times they have these big weighted steel drums filled with water. And after they sow an entire field, they'll take a tractor and roll this like pavement roller thing over the soil, over all the seeds, impacting them down to allow the best germination. And I just don't hear that enough. So if you do that for your corn, hopefully you're going to be a lot more successful. Like I said, I know that I'm at least probably 3 weeks at the least out from having corn, but I'm not concerned about it. I'm going to continue doing this for as many rows as I can fit in. I'm going to space the rows probably a good 10 inches apart. Like I said, I planted the corn every 6 inches, and hopefully 10 inches apart should give that more than enough room to grow, thrive. And oh yes, I'm also going to be throwing in some beans. I'm going to pick some, I haven't picked them out yet, but I'm going to pick out some vining beans, not necessarily bush beans, and I'm going to plant them, I don't know, maybe every third of a row or something, because beans are part of the three sisters. The three sisters is corn, beans, and squash. And they grow well together. They're very good companion plants. The nitrogen properties of the beans will send nitrogen into the soil that will allow the corn to grow more successfully. Corn is a nitrogen loving plant. So I am going to throw some beans down. I don't know which ones, but I'll fill you in on a future update. I'm glad I had the opportunity to film this video, but I've got to get going. Hopefully get the rest of this corn in here. I want to hill up my potatoes up front, and then I still have some peppers I need to plant. So I'm going to get going with that, and I will see you on the next episode. I love you. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that bell ringy ding ding ding. I almost fell over. Good night.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting strong.
I already called not helping.
Call not helping?
No. I call ignoring you.
I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.